And now we have another special banner that really hasn't been so special the last couple of weapon banners. And that is a weapon banner with 2 great weapons in one. We have the weapon banner for the Kagura's Verity and the Polar Star. So should you pull on this banner or skip so you can maybe pull for a future character or weapon banner? Let's talk about that today. First off, the Polar Star. Now aside from the Polar Star being a beautiful bow in aesthetics, it has a ton of stats with a really nice amount of crit rate to it and a good amount of attack on a 5-star weapon. It also provides you with a huge buff, just straight up giving you 12% elemental skill and elemental burst damage, and then enabling you to get stacks. You get 1 from normal attack, 1 from charged attack, elemental burst and your elemental skill. And each of these stacks give you more attack percent, but if you have all 4 stacks you get 48% attack. So this weapon is most optimized on a character like Tartaglia that uses his normal charged and elemental skill and burst in quick succession after each other. So who is this weapon good for? Well, obviously it's best in slot for Tartaglia, but it is good on basically any bow damage dealer as they all can make use of the big amount of stats that they give and they can all probably proc a reasonable amount of stacks. If you look at someone like Yae Miko or Yelan, you are going to need to use your charge shot once to proc an additional stack, and for Yae Miko it's good to use your elemental burst. But on most characters you can definitely use this weapon and get some good damage boost, but it is best on Tartaglia, on Tighnari and on the other damage dealers it's a little bit okay. But honestly, if you get this bow and you are really trying to build a strong Yae Miko, it is still a great slot just for the stats, and you can adjust your playstyle a little bit to make more use out of the passive. Now next up we have Kagura's Verity. Now Kagura's Verity has a very high amount of stats as well, giving you a great amount of attack and also a grand total of 66% crit damage, which is a ton. Now the passive can easily be procced by Yae Miko, where every time you cast the elemental skill up to 3 skills, aka her 3 totems, you just get a stack of big damage. And this stacks up to 3 times, so you can get a grand total of 36% big damage. But this weapon is not only good on Yae Miko, it is actually quite universal. You can put it on Nahida, Ningguang with her constellations, Yanfei or Mona. All these characters can make good use of this weapon. And in general, it's just a weapon that makes your catalyst damage dealer deal more damage. And it is especially good if you are on the field a lot and you are able to cast your elemental skill often. If your elemental skill has a long cooldown, this weapon decreases in value a lot. So using it on any character with a short cooldown on their elemental skill is crucial, and for the rest it's just a big load of damage from your catalyst. So, what is the name of the game on this banner? It is Universal Weapons, as the bow is really good on any damage dealer, especially on Tartaglia and Tighnari. And the catalyst is amazing for Yae Miko, but also great on someone like Nahida or Ningguang. So the weapons can be used on a ton of characters. I would recommend evaluating which characters you are going to build / main. And in case of me, where I am both a Tartaglia main and I am going to use Nahida a ton, this weapon banner is amazing for me. So if you were in my scenario, I would recommend pulling on this banner if you have a sufficient amount of Primo Gems to pull on the future banner. Thank you very much for watching and I hope this banner review was helpful.